So I just wanted to make a little video and talk about some of the recent pickups I've gotten. By recent, I mean over, the past 3 months since like last time I uploaded. So not a lot of these are going to be actually very recent, but there are things that I haven't shown before. So the first thing I got, and pretty much the reason I'm making this, is because I got this guy finally. So that means I have the Woody set complete. The Adventure Buddy Woody set complete. And what I mean by that is I have the two retail sizes, which was that guy, I think he's like 9 inches. And then this guy, he's like 14 inches or 17 inches? He actually might be 17 inches. I might have got that totally wrong. Anyways, so we got the small size and the big one, finally. This guy's pretty hard to get a hold of. And he had like a small stain treated it. It's a little bit discolored in the leg there, you can see on the left, but honestly, overall, he's really good condition. I was surprised to get him for like $12, and he's got like no scuff marks on the head or anything. And he just looks amazing, honestly. He's got the plastic leather kind of material boots, same as the 4-foot Woody does. And same with the holster as well. So I finally have this little guy, the bigger one, and then the even bigger one. So that's nice. I just hope to eventually complete the Buzzes, but we're not there as of right now. I do have the smaller Buzz, but he's on the other side of my room. And one other thing I wanted to say about this guy is that he also has the crappy plastic hat, just like these two. This one's is in the plastic casing. That one's hat is up there. This one did not come with a plastic hat. Those are going to be hard to get your hands on. I do have one from when I was a child, but it is very destroyed. So I did used to own this guy when I was younger, but since gotten rid of him, didn't know I was going to end up collecting like this throughout my life. But for whatever reason, I kept a hold of this. Don't know why, but as you can see, there's like tape on it, and this thing is falling apart. I thought about throwing it out like years back, and I decided not to throw it away because of how long I've held on to it. As you can see, it doesn't really look good on him, and it also doesn't stay on because it's so warped and destroyed. But I just find it funny that I still have this, and technically I have him complete with this hat, but actually not fully complete because I'm missing chunks out of it. But I just found that kind of interesting. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that I have the full Thinkway Adventure Buddy Woody set. It is pretty weird that I got this guy last, considering the 4-foot Woody's a lot harder to get your hands on. But at last, I finally have them completed. I just need the Buzz Lightyear. And I even have this little, well, not little, but this big Mattel Woody here too. He's just kind of joining them because he's a big Woody, and then big Mattel Buzz there. So if we're including them with the big Woodies, then, I have 4 big Woodies. That guy's technically not Thinkway though, but I just need to complete the Buzzes. So I don't have 4 big Woodies. I have 3 big Woodies, because this guy's small. He's a extra small Woody. This is why I script videos instead. Another cool little thing I got not too long ago was this die-cast Barbie from Toy Story 2. I thought this was really cool. It was like $20. I'm not really sure how much it's worth. I think I looked it up and it's about worth what I paid, if not a little bit more, like $20 to $30 range. So what is really common with these is that the plastic yellows. So, I mean, it's a little bit harder to get your hands on one that is nice and clear. But there are others that were made in this set, this Buzz and Woody. I've never seen them before, ever. I know I've seen this Barbie before, but I came across her at a toy show and I figured I had to actually get it finally. Another interesting little guy is this Aqua something Buzz Lightyear. I did some research on this guy before. I already forgot. But he's supposed to have like a water squirter, I believe. And then he's got like supposed to have a jetpack that holds the water, I think. But this guy is really hard to get your hands on, I think, especially because he was a water toy. So, you know, he probably molded when kids are playing with him in the tub or, you know, wherever. So just loose, this guy is worth like $20 to $30. So I paid $1 for him. So I thought that was a pretty cool find. I'd never seen this Buzz before until I found him. And I just thought that he had a really cool blue, like he had a really cool teal color, and just the blue overall was nice. And I've always been obsessed with blue Buzz Lightyears, hence why I got this guy and that guy down there. So I figured that this guy was a nice addition to just overall collection. Kept him right on the main shelf there. So we're getting into non-Toy Story territory with this vintage 1978 Garfield Sunbeam clock, which is a pendulum clock. This mechanism is broken. I do need to replace it. Like, the entire mechanism does not work. The clock will not tick, and so in turn his tail won't swing and his eyes won't move like they're supposed to. I'll jiggle him around. It's not going to be a very good representation, but that's kind of what he's supposed to do. So I paid about $35 for him, not working, which was insanely good because people will pay like $100 for this guy not working. So I thought that was incredible. Just found him at a antique shop. So that was a really cool find. Absolutely love him. And then also related to Garfield, I got these Garfield bandanas. I'm not gonna fully show them right here. I'll probably wear them in the future and people will probably see them. But I got this red one, this blue one. And then what started that is actually, I got this new one with a tag here. This one's also from '78, I believe. So these bandanas are pretty sick. Last thing I got here is this Funshine, this vintage Funshine Care Bear, which actually does not fit on my shelf. I had like the perfect size shelf for all the Care Bears I owned, but yeah, this new edition doesn't really fit. For some reason, I kept his tag on him. I got him from an antique shop, and the thing I find interesting about this guy, and the reason I feel the need to share him, is that his nose is sideways. Like, that's not normal. And you can't just move it. Like, it's factory glued on there, like from its manufacturer error. So I don't know if that brings up his value or anything. The interesting thing is, when I first picked him up, I didn't even realize. I was just like, oh, Funshine Bear, I need this guy. And I noticed that his nose was sideways. Tried to do research, like a little bit, as much as I could while in the antique store, to see if, you know, these errors were worth anything. And I couldn't find any other Care Bear errors on the internet anywhere. So I couldn't decide if I wanted him more because he was wrong, or if I wanted him less because he was wrong. But he's worth about $20, just like a normal one is. So I was like, you know what, I'll just get the funky one. He's got like a really nice heart here too. You can read most of the words. A lot of times the Care Bear on his heart they get scratched off really easily. So those don't really stand the test of the time all the time. So seeing one that's totally intact is nice. The tag is nice and intact. And honestly, he's just really good condition overall. It's just that he's got this weird, funky nose. So I'll probably never buy another one. I'll probably just stick with a funky one. And if this guy ever goes up in value for having a goofy nose, that'd be really sweet. And then I could have a rare one. But for now, he's just gonna sit there and be interesting. So that was just a little short one. I say that, but I haven't actually looked at the footage, so I don't know how long I was rambling for. But obviously not like a scripted video this time. But yeah, I just wanted to share some things that I haven't shared with the internet yet, so that's it.